Okay. Are we live? Oh no. Are we live? That's the question. We are. Thumbnail is not accurate, but that's fine. As we always do, allow me to post the announcement. Come join for linking. Oh no. Come join for live stream. Smiley face. There we go. Cool. Without further ado, welcome everybody. How's everything working? Mic okay? Music fine? Breathize dog, hey. Chloe Krill, A. Mitten Soft, hi. TV Pixel YT, wow. Marshall, awesome, hi. Jack Floofy, Lucas, no info. The Mad Lad, Yandere Potato, Louisia, Swoan, Finalix, Lenore, Funtime Tales, TP, what's up? Sup, dog? Ludocrypt, hey, this song sounds familiar. Huh, I couldn't tell you. To be honest, I couldn't tell you. X360 Gamer, Lemon Grenade, Moss, what's up, Moss? Sticks, Drip, Glass, Joe, good to see you again. Solo, you're awake. I'm surprised. Kitten Boy, what's up? Dark Souls second channel, Dark Souls Master. Welcome, everybody. Different than a Saturday night, or a Saturday morning. Rather, it's a Sunday afternoon. So, thank you for being here with me. Appreciate it. Aaron, sorry I can't join again. Today is the new day of my classes and I cannot be here. By the way, nice stream and have fun. Thanks, Aaron. Always good to hear from you. So, we're done with submissions. We have quite literally over 100 images to get through. Ayla, you're awake too. What the heck? I feel like both of you should be asleep. Let me go ahead and find Solo really quickly and give them mod. There we go. Cool. All right. Without further ado, you all know why we're here. You're all here for a reason. We're going to be looking at the stream competitions that you've all submitted. So I think it was a week that I gave, and well, that's what we're gonna do. Let's jump into it, right? So this first submission here is by somebody by the name of FT, and here's the normal image to compare. So, oh, I should mention. So the person who posted this, what's up, Chris? The person who posted this image, their name was Super. And basically, Super had actually made this image right here. Okay. This image right here. Now, they didn't take it. Laxsun with the $2. Thank you so much. Starting off early. Goodness, thank you. Appreciate that. Laxsun, hopefully I said that right. What's up, Dark Trace? How's it going as well? Anyways, we will get to the image. The original image. This is not the original image. This is actually an edited version of the image. It's super edited. But I just want to make that clear. So, first image right here is by FT. And this was the first one. Pretty cool. They made it look a lot more snowy, and they added the darkness filter. Oh man, I understand it's very difficult to change the full background and sky color, because so I'm not gonna like ding points or whatever. Oh, another $5 donation. Well, not another one, but a $5 donation from Jonathan. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Starting off super quick there. Thank you both so much. Anyways, getting back into it. So, I'm not gonna like complain that there's obviously the shading errors here. It's a good image nonetheless because the effects they did are really cool. I love the warping snow. And you know, just the shrouded sky. It's very cool. Good first submission. So thank you, FT, for that. Starting it off strong. Next, we're jumping in here. We got one by Dave. Dave, looks like Dave just drew a bunch of little creatures. Now, I will say, Dave, I appreciate your submission a lot. And if you do ever make something like this again, I'll give you a little tip. If you want to make it look more, not realistic per se, but if you want to add a small detail that's going to add a lot to your image, if you do insert creatures like this, give them shadows, because it's going to make it look like they're physically there rather than it just being drawn on. Is it blurry, and do we have a black screen? I'm seeing that people are saying that. Black Sun says it's kind of cute. It is kind of cute in a creepy way. You agree with everything else. Lane, what's up? How's it going? 7 p.m. for most people here. Yep, it's 7 p.m. for me as well. No, it's not a black screen. Okay. Cool. Then we're good. We're good. So thank you, Dave, for that one. This next one was submitted by Moss. Moss is here. Moss just typed in chat. It says, "You're in the wrong place." And they got a bunch of little edits. So I like the glare you add to the text. I know a lot of people, it's very normal for them just to add just text, but at least you put a little effect on it to make it pop out a little bit. You also added a little snowman here. It looks like the house colors also changed. And of course, it wouldn't be a weirdcore image without the eye, and I don't know what planet that is. I'm not gonna lie, but pretty cool. Another thing. Oh, there's a little stick man in the back here too. That's kind of cute. Thank you, Moss, for your submission. I always appreciate when you submit edits. This was, quick with it as well, because this was the third one. Not that it matters who's first, but, obviously I give a lot of time for you all to make the images, so never feel like you have to rush it. But even with how quick you submitted this, Moss, great job. Funtime Tales. Hi, Shuki. How are you? Thank you for the donation, Funtime Tales. I am great. I just got off work, and now I'm going to look at the images you all submitted. And this is one of my favorite things to do, because I love seeing everyone's creativity, and I love, critiquing things and whatnot. I'm once again in the Shuki stream. Congrats, Moss. Congrats. But anyways, thank you for asking, Funtime Tales. Appreciate that. All right, so next we have RC12, and there you go. There's a horror image, or a horror edit, I'd say. Even if all they did was maybe change the hue a little and increase the exposure or saturation. And then they added two little eyes here, and of course it says Bloody Cold. This is cool. It reminds me of like old creepypasta images, such as maybe the Smile Dog image. Because of the super bright red. Oh, we're getting chat spammed. That's okay, though. Sprite, what's up? How's it going? Good to have you. I thought Shuki was going to be tired. I am tired, Dark. I am. But don't worry. I'm here for you all. And I love doing this. So even if I'm tired, it's going to be a good time. Gabzina, how's it going? Good to have you. Looks like we got a bunch of regulars already. So thank you, RC12, for that. Next one is by Tiki, and they said, "You spilled his soup. You made him angry. He's here." And they have a little guy poking out behind the tree here. And then obviously the sky is red as well. I really like how they did a pretty good job with the sky. I don't know if this, I'll say clipping. I don't know if this clipping here is intentional or not, but it's fine. Like we've previously mentioned, changing the sky is a very difficult task. It's something that I even have trouble with. Like, unless it's like a pretty solid image, like with the mall, that's pretty simple. All you have to do is just, you can drag and drop a color or just use the magic wand tool, and that's gone. But look at all the detail in the trees in this image, There's no way you can magic wand that. So I'm going to appreciate that effort regardless. So thank you, Tiki, for that. Weirdcore vibes. Bloody Christmas. Who else is chatting from Antarctica? I don't know. Damn, who spilled his soup? Apparently you did. You made him angry. Annie Lay, how's it going? Good to have you. Barbara, hi Shuki, I'm not late. I just took a Shuffruff. Good to have you. Steampunk Llama, ooh, Mall. Yep, that was the last stream. All right. Next one is by Algerian Entity 01. Oh, wow. Oh. Talk about a content explicit warning. Goodness. So, a little dark. Got a guy who's hung himself. And they even put steps, and it's just blood in the air. There's a bloody handprint and a creepy smile. Wow. And he said, he have already came. It's too late. Made from the same guy who made the VHS Toys R Us one. Oh, I'm assuming you mean this edit. Where is it? I'll pull it up, just why not? Yep, so this one was made by the same person. Man, this is dark. I don't even know if... Is this allowed on YouTube? I'm gonna hope so. Owie. Thanks, Dark. I like this is a nice touch. Over here. It's a nice touch. I didn't notice he was hanging. That was the first thing I noticed. Alright. Next up, we got Roblox and Minecraft with this submission. Hold on. Neck pain. A little more than neck pain, Bacon, but yeah. Vinicom, what's going on? Good to have you. Oh, Koki too, and Starla. Cool. Somebody has a lot of fun with the liquefy tool, that's all I'm gonna say. Moon, what's going on? Good to have you, Moon. Me outside at 3 a.m. looking for beans. This is one of these images where there's probably more reason to it than it leads on, because even though the sky is like warping and ripping here, the tree still has all of its texture, and so does the house. So it's like, it seems low effort, but I don't know. There's obviously some substance to it. So thank you, Roblox and Minecraft, for this submission. Next up, we got one by CJ Beans. I remember CJ Beans from last time. They submitted like 5 photos. But thankfully, CJ only submitted 1. And they said, you succumb to the sting of the cold. You never make it home. And it looks like with this image, my assumption is you're walking home, you just made it there, and you just pass out. As you can see, there's motion in it. Looks like you're planting forward because the snow's coming backwards, and obviously there's darkness in it. So pretty cool. It almost has a story to it. It looks cool for some reason. Melting world, unnerving. Can you say engineer gaming, please? Engineer gaming. Motion blur looks kind of calming. I wouldn't say calming. I'd say alarming, but fair enough, to each their own. All right, next up we have one by Aberly Quill, which, yeah. Anyways, so, a lot of effort looks like was put in. I say looks like, not to say that there wasn't, but I mean, there's a VHS filter, they messed around with the ground here, they have these little things grappling all around. And I like that with the motion with it, that you can see, like it's actually gripping onto the house itself with how it's drawn on there, and the 2 different colored text. I think the image would work better without the text personally, but still good. He's here. And it looks so real. Black pool, tentacles, puts hand on back of neck. He's here. He's here. Yeah. If there was a different way to convey that, I meant the other one. I think it was blue. I'm colorblind. Sorry. It was blue. Thank you. Thank you. Did you hear the news? Zombies are attacking? Oh, that sucks. You're awesome. Thank you, Fearless Anomaly. You're awesome. And no Sprite. I will not read that one out. All right. Next we have Unfamiliar Clowns. Unfamiliar Clowns. They have posted some cool art in the artwork channel. Unknown entity detected. Something is lurking. That's cool. Creative. They did something different than just editing the base image itself. They got some little guys here as well. I like how that you have the stick figure people, but then the real human arm here, even though, you know, obviously it's blacked out. And I like this because it reminds me of like old YouTube thumbnails where it'd be a UFO or something, and then you know what I mean? You know what I mean. You definitely know what I mean. I'm subscribed. Thanks, Vibes. You want to fight it? You want to fight what? The hand or the stickmen? The stickmen are kind of cute. I also like how the lurking is like copied and pasted 3 times over. Just a little nice effect rather than just having it, you know, be plain. It's, ooh, you know. So thank you, Unfamiliar Clowns. Next up, we got one by Curb Plush. I know Curb Plush has submitted a couple. Looks like they, I wouldn't say took the idea. I'll just say they used the same sort of thing that Unfamiliar Clowns did with the little red boxes. But obviously their image is vastly different. They have a Buddha has challenged you to a battle. So like a little video game thing going on. And the white void here tearing in. I don't know what this is. Is that even in the normal? Okay, okay, that's just because the filtering on it. Okay. Bunch of eyes over here staring at you. That makes me a little uncomfy. I don't know if it's a beast or if it's just, you know, unidentified eyes. Also, it seems that this symbol matches with this symbol. No, it doesn't. Because there's a less than? Yeah, less than. And then an underscore. But, I'm interested in the lore for this game. So, Curb Plush, let me know. Let me know. Pokemon. Well, it could be Missing No. That looks like Missing No a little bit, right? The original from Pokemon Red. This gives me slight Bigfoot sightings vibes. Or vids. Right. Okay, yeah. I hear what you're saying. Entity approached. Cool. Alright, next up we have Yet Unknown. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, it's fine actually. So this is the one made by Yet Unknown. They added little cute little critters here. And the little, almost film effect. Kind of looks like oil spilled on it a little bit at the top here. But not enough to make it look like raw film. Which is fine, I don't think that was the effect they were going for in the first place. But, this is cool. I like it. It's cute. Little guy on the roof over there. I will say, it seems you blended these ones pretty well, and this one looks a bit. I mean, I don't even know. I'm not an artist. That's probably more difficult to fit a little creature in the window here, but with this guy, blur it a little bit more, and it'd be perfect. It'd be solid. So thank you, Yet Unknown. This is a nice one. It's a nice breath compared to the last. Yeah, I know, Moon. So next up we have one by Chris. The reason Moon actually noticed Chris's submission has got skipped is because they submitted theirs in like the 100th one. And normally I wouldn't move it because I had a whole order, but I decided to be nice. All my efforts. For what, right? Anyways, here's Chris's submission. Per usual, they did a great job. Similar to the one they did last time, you could say. You can compare them. Oh, So, there you go. There's your comparison. You got someone lurking in the window here. And I mean, it looks nice. This is another one where it's more calming or relaxing. So there you go. Not much I can say. It's just a pleasant image to look at. How many images? Oh no, you said how can we submit edits? You basically join the Discord server, and then I'll do announcements for whenever I do it, and I do multiple announcements as well, so you should be able to catch it. But unfortunately, the submissions right now we're done, cut off for these images because we already have 100 plus to get through. So next up we have one by Starla, and funny thing about this image, right, is I had actually seen this image because on Instagram they had posted it themselves, and I guess on my Explore page it was recommended to me. So it's cool to see it a second time. But yeah, they did a little creative twist with this image, and they seem to have inserted their OC, or maybe not even their OC, but a character. So yeah, you know, why not? I was your friend, remember? We used to play in the snow together in the winter, and I would give you my jacket when you were cold. Don't you remember that? Remember, remember, remember? And you can even see very faintly that it's like a faded memory. Fun Time Tales, I like their art style. Their art style is very pleasant. I agree. What? So that's how you saw it? Yeah, it was literally recommended to me on my Explore page, and I don't even look at the Explore page that much. I clicked on it and I was like, hold on, that looks like the... And there you go, you know? So, the kitten boy says, I don't remember. Sad. Alright, next up we have one by XDs. Great name, XDs. And from the looks of it, it looks like they just added a little filter on it, little thing here, and the tree is also glitching out of existence. That's cool. I don't know how they did that. Does anybody know how to do the VHS tear effect like that? Whoa, neon vibes, yeah. Neon and little bit of exposure boost because the house looks a bit fuzzy. I could be wrong. Nolan Smith really likes this one. You said 10 out of 10. It is very pretty. It is a very pretty photo. The colors are very nice. Cool. D-reality. Yes, exactly. Alright, next up we have another one. Obviously. By a normal driver. Oh, that's pretty cool. I thought they just made the image red, but no, it looks like they added some type of... That could be fire, that could be a Christmas tree, that could be... I don't even know. Grims, what's up? How's it going? Good to have you. Birdcar as well, I see you in the chat. And then You Cannot Escape. And that actually looks pretty good plastered on there. It doesn't look like you just threw text. It looks like they genuinely... They drew it out, they blurred it, they plastered it, so it looks like it's actually there in the physical image. Also, shout out to the hand reaching out in pain, I imagine. Poor guy. Hopefully they're okay. Thank you, Normal Driver. I like this image. This one gives me the creeps, X360 Gamer says. Yeah, it is creepy. Red. Hello, hope you're having a great day. Thank you, Glitchmac. Appreciate that. Alright, next up, we got one by none other than the one and only Moonrunes. Moonrunes, as always, hitting it out of the park. Looking great. That snowman, I do not trust him for a second, and neither should you all. If you see a snowman like this in the road, do not engage, or else you will probably end up like this person over here. Moonrunes, I gotta ask if you're still here. I've seen, just by eyeing at some of the submissions, I've seen multiple things where people will have like a body. How did you do it, Moon? Did you draw that yourself, or did you insert a model and just kind of, you know, slide it over? Also, got a pretty moon in the background there, I'm assuming. I mean, Moon just completely redid the image, it seems. So, it's cool. Blood snow, yeah. Rune moons. Thanks, Ayla. This channel means a lot to me. I love your content, Shuki. Congrats on nearly 25k. Thank you, Jack Monster. It must be an SCP. SCP 6000 something. The Snowman. You drew it? Oh, cool. Your anatomy is on point, my friend. But you probably already know that. Next up, we got Digi. Digi's done many submissions. Come and join us on our feast. We're having some human flesh. Okay. I've already mentioned that like text doesn't usually work sometimes, or it sometimes doesn't work. I think Digi did a really good job with the text here. Also, the sky is blue, and I don't know if you made the snow particles pop out more. It looks a lot more snowy and cold. This is a very creative and unique one. I like this one a lot, Digi. And I also like how the human flesh is distorted. You know, human flesh. That's cool. Looks creepy. Yum. Yummy? Got some cannibals in the chat. Stay away from them. Guys, that creature will pee in you in your sleep. Thank you, Bitty Kitty, for your wonderful message that I read for some reason. Fun fact, there really are cannibals. Not really fun. Nah, I don't think so. I'm not hungry. That's what's stopping you? It's just you're not hungry? Thank you, X360 Gamer. But yeah, thanks, Digi. I don't know if you're here right now, but good image, good submission. We need to terraform Mars. I think you're in the wrong place, Marshall. I won't lie. Next up, we got one by Suman, or Tsumoan. It said, first time doing this. And I want to say, so this is their first time doing this. What do you all think? I want to hear some positive and / or constructive criticism, because this is their first time doing this, and I gotta say, I think they did a wonderful job, because it's different than anything else we've seen so far, and it gives me a lot to talk about. For starters, they went through the effort of either removing all the snow in the image, or making it dark enough so most of the snow is not visible, which I don't know how long that would have taken. They also added footsteps, which is cool. They look proportional as well, at least for the image. A harsh rain effect, or maybe sleet or harsh snow effect. At least it looks like there's a lot of motion in it. And then they made the house just look super eerie, but also comforting at the same time. See, everyone's saying nice, looks so good, amazing, scary, and good. For their first time, it's amazing, looks kind of cool, empty void in the snow. Wow, I like the glowy pink light from the window, nice, good. Looks bizarre at night, or sorry, looks like a blizzard at night. I actually like this one. So there you go, Suman, or Suiman. The people like it, so do I. Please submit again. All right, next we have one from Avi. That's harsh. Wow. I don't know what texture effect they used, but it's harsh. Not to mention the disturbing creature coming out from behind the tree here. You can faintly make it out, just enough to make you realize the sheer stature and size, and give you a little creepy feeling in the back of your neck. Because you have to remember that to scale, this is the house. A person would be like this tall, meaning this thing is pretty big. So, cool. Cool submission. Bloody sky. Yeah. Red. I'm wondering now, a lot of people seem to have the red sky. I'm wondering if they just changed the hue to make it red or something, or did they manually do it? But cool. Love the harsh static, yeah. Looks like a lovely 90s indie King's Quest offshoot. Don't know what that means, but I'm sure other people do, so I'm glad I read it. Shadow Man, sandpaper image, that's a good way of putting it dark. Alright, next we have one made by the one and only Ayla, who's in the chat. Make yourself known. But just look at that. They always hit it out of the park. I know I keep saying that, but I'm gonna keep saying it because it's a good expression. But look at that. you wouldn't even know that it would be a snowy image if it weren't for the fact that there's snow on the trees. And, you know, the snow here. And it's also creative. And it's well done. And it's different because usually Ayla does islands. Or something to do with water. So it's cool to see something different from them. While also still maintaining their style. And just, you know, overall being consistent with it. Like this slight static effect in the chair is a small touch that adds a lot to the image and it makes it pop out more. Dark says, Ayla, I only got one thing to say. Chair. You see tracks in the grass? Yep. Yay, it's the first time I've been awake enough for a spooky live stream. Glad to have you, Locust. Effed up with the lines of the house. Now I notice. That's okay. It's a good image regardless, and I think that at least this part adds. It doesn't. I don't think it's messed up because it's like texture, you know, or depth. It wouldn't just be flat along the house with the rolling hills, unless we're looking at two different things. But Shuki will not see this comment. Thank you, Computy Animates. Liminal Space is on the web. Hi, Golden Timber. Hello. Liminal Space is on the web. You were fairly new to the channel, if I'm correct. And up next, one after the other, right after, we got the one and only Solos. He said, absolutely nothing is hidden in this edit. You know what? I think they're right. Absolutely nothing is hidden. Gotta say, Solo. You made it look ominous. I like the coloring a lot, and I like the effect. I think it's a good touch that... you know, with the waviness, he didn't make the thing here wavy, which makes it seem all the more wrong, if that makes sense. And also there seems to be some slight static effect, so that's cool. Grimm's, oh, a dead body. Let's hope not, right? Solo said nothing is hidden in the image, so maybe there's nothing there, you know? Glitchy. Yes. Reminds me of a garage door light. Okay. A crime scene censored. There surely isn't be any text if you brighten the image. Alright, dude. For you, Solo, for you, I will. Oh. Okay. Maybe there is no text. Okay, I didn't think you were. All right. This next submission is by Kel. So thank you, Kel, for your submission. Do you want to join them? Do you want to? Yes. No. Looks like you got the shadow demons eaten at the table over there. Okay, so Kel did a lot with this image. It's got some glitch effects up here and over with the house. Eye, drawn on void. And of course, the shadowy figures at the table. I gotta ask. Do you join them? You want to join them? Do you want to? Shuki, the live chat on video is going more before than instant. Huh? Yeah, I mean, it's a YouTube live stream, so it's going to be roughly 30 seconds to a minute behind. It's just unfortunate. Yo, tea party with demons. Let's go. Yes. Very nice. Yes. This is yours, Bacon? Are you Kel? Aaron, what's going on? No. Kitten Boy says no. Miney Thora, yes. Corified, join them. Corified, I'm gonna need you to slow it down with the spam there, buddy. One more time and I'm gonna have to put you in timeout. Alright. Julian Red Fox, nope. Nah. I'm good. It's my bros. Alright, Grims. You can join your bros. Alright. Next we got KW555. This place is not a place of honor. No highly esteemed deed is commemorated here. Nothing is valued here. And there you go. Changing up the colors from what we were used to. That's not red, and it's not black. It's purple. And a blurriness as well. So cool. I mean, it looks pretty. I don't know how much technical editing was done beyond adding a filter and changing the colors around and whatnot. But it does look pretty. So thank you, KW555. I know you submit submissions pretty often, so thanks again. Next, we got one by Fordwick, who is right now Ice Monkey, and who was at the time Family Guy hater, which is why you'll see their images. It makes a lot more sense that their name was Family Guy hater. I hate Family Guy. Stop it. I can't take it anymore. And they drew Peter Griffin, 1966 to 2021, with the house on fire and the drunken clam on fire, and a beautiful, not starry, just beautiful moon night background. So thank you, Ford, for that. And rest in peace, Peter Griffin. Moving on. Next, we got one by Gabsy always come through with the great submissions. My favorite one for them is probably the weirdcore hallway. But there you have it. I'm back. Did you miss me? Looks like some type of ghost has risen from the dead. They flipped the image as well, which is always something that makes you look at it differently. And they got some sparkles coming through the window. I think I already mentioned that. Did I mention the moon? I'm back. Did you miss me? It's pretty interesting, actually, how two images with headstones or gravestones in them back to back. Huh. Curious. Anyways, thank you, Gabsy, for that one. I don't know if you're still in the chat, but if you are, make yourself known. Pat yourself on the back. Thank you for the submission. Alright. Next one is by another person named Avi, but their names are a bit different. The other Avi had some brackets or something, and this one's just Avi. Alright, so it looks like they increased the brightness, maybe? Or the contrast, or the saturation. They changed something, and it looks a lot more yellow and hotter. Could say it looks less cold, and it says Site 47B, pick 7, November 27th, 1986. I think this is an SCP thing, right? Isn't it like Site 7047 or something like that? Something? I could be wrong. I know there's some site, it's like don't go to site whatever. So cool. Thank you, Avi, for that one. Alright, next we have one by Seventh Will. What if it was all a dream? Oh, wow. That's really uncanny, actually. Oh, man. Seventh Will, your clone stamping skills are immaculate. You got rid of the tree, too. I'm more impressed by the fact that you got rid of the tree. More than anything. I mean, that's like all you did, but like, dang. Very uncanny. The feeling when you have to wait a year before your submission comes up. How far down are you, Sprite? Let me actually check. I have a list. I can really quickly just... Oh, a little bit of overlap there. It's fine. Let's see. Not for a while. Alright, next up we got one by Sad Boy LLC, and they said, they have also never done this before. And as you can see by the aspect ratio, it looks a bit oh, whoa. That's creepy. Wow, what a creative twist. I wonder if they mirrored it first and then realized I can put something there. Or maybe they just saw the image and immediately knew because they've done something similar, but wow. That's creepy. And it looks like it's some type of clown or something. Solo, is that one of your relatives? And you know the craziest part is, like, even though all they did was flip it, or not flip, mirror it, the mirroring looks pretty solid. Like, this looks, I mean, it doesn't look too unrealistic. You know what I mean? Front-facing house. Oh, hi there, brother. That's scary. I know, Jack. It is. It's like a wishing well. I've seen that kid before. Mini house. The house is staring in your soul, like a creepy video. It's the house itself that's staring at you. Good job, Sad Boy LLC. Alright, this next one is by Tony Pro. They made a little GIF. So they got like a little sheet of ice. That seems to be the effect. Tony Pro, I think, to my knowledge, they've only done one other submission, and that was the mall one. And it was this. And they always seem to do some type of overlay edit. But this is really cool. I like Tony's edits. It said, she put her eye to the icy peephole to look through a long gaze outside, but all she saw was the snow, the trees, and the freezed ground. Then she withdrew her gaze, dejected and sad. Nope, Daddy wasn't home yet. Message for Shuki. This is a GIF, not an image. Please convert it to MP4 if you're having trouble displaying it, or inform me by DMing me or pinging me. I'll send you the MP4. Alright, so next we got one by Cartoon Anomaly. And they said, featuring Temmie, Stu Pidface, Longhorse, and Redacted. So, type of meme edit of some kind, I'm assuming. They said, this is fine. They got... Is that supposed to be like a troll face in the cloud, like breaching the dimension? I like this up here too. Like, unironically, this is a cool effect. Got Longhorse. I'm gonna assume this is Stupid Face, and then this is Temmie. And then they got this guy right here. And a little door. It looks like that's from Yumi Nikki. This is fine. This is fine. Cool. Little almost Minecraft text. Someone named Doctor just said haha Dorgo brr in the Discord. So there you go. Pretty cool. I love the color of the sky as well. Shout out to the people who replaced the sky because that tree is a pain to edit. That's what Dark said, but I agree. Okay, next up we have one from Gurr from Invader Zim, who is a very active person in the Discord. They said, oh, this is a GIF as well. Okay, cool. That's really cool. It like goes back and forth. You have been offered a jacket. Would you like to accept it? It's cold outside. Here's a warm jacket. And then yes and no. Cool. Cool little effect there. Thank you, Gurr. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Little void here as well. Second or third one that's kind of like a video game. Second. But funny enough, right next to it is one by Wee. I think that's how you pronounce their name. Wee, W-Y. They said, one shot. For anyone wondering how to say my name, it's Win. Oh. Win, you gotta add an N to your name on Discord. It's just W-Y, and that looks like we. Win, don't you have a Roblox account? I think I've seen it, like a little black and white guy. I don't think you're even in the chat, so I don't even know why I'm saying this. In case they watch it. In case they watch 45 minutes of stream content and get this far in. It says, oh hell nah, Roblox is leaking through the fabric of reality. And then they got a little dude down here sweating. What a creative way to include Roblox into the image, because I know some people they like to remake it in you know, Blender, Source, Roblox, Minecraft, whatever thing. So it is your profile picture. Huh. So it's not like an OC then, I'm assuming it's just some type of character. But wow, what a creative way of doing that. And this way they don't have to make the tree in the other half, right? But cool. This might be one of my favorites so far. Really cool. Alright, next up we got one by Sungus, Pour, or Zesso, or Zeto. I tried, I really did. I really tried. There you go. Do you long for warmth? And they have the little same effect. And I like this one. It looks very old internet. Very old internet aesthetic. And I like how they actually have a second image here, showing a fireplace, showing you what is actually over here through the wall. I don't know. There's something about this image that's just strangely comforting. Fizzy Pizzle, is that you? Are you Sungus Por Zesto? I respect everybody who didn't edit the tree. This is what Dark says again. Anyone want pasta for the stream? Thank you, Holy Order of Pasta. Giving us some pasta. What's up, Joe Tipple? Good to have you. And Iris. Joe Tipple. Active viewer. The smiley face is funny looking. Yeah, that's my favorite part about it. It's so comforting. So happy. All right. Next, we got one by Von Deuce. Okay. Slight color changes, slight editing, manipulation of the tree in here, and looks like it's only done for this part. Pretty cool. Another thing where, there we go. Another thing where it's not much I can say, but I like the colors. It's a pretty image, and I do appreciate you submitting it, Von News. Yeah. Killer agrees. Omar, welcome. Some guy, welcome. Marvin Cooper. You are Sungus Por Zesto that's on your dad's phone since yours just died. Apologies. Welcome. Not welcome. Thanks for being here. Ooh, I'm really flustered right now. I like the hues in this one. Agreed. Next one is by Walton. Oh man, look at that. Another bloody red sky. It says, uh-oh. Beautiful moon up there. The integrity you sacrificed. Having the tree go over the moon, because it does look so much more realistic. But it warps the shape and doesn't look that great, but it makes the image better. Also, there's a creepy guy staring at you, which I'm pretty sure I already pointed out, but cool. Also, the image looks a lot more gunked up. Looks a lot messier, or maybe sharper. Sharper is the right term, which is good because the moon looks pretty sharp as well. All right, next up is by Evan Uwu. Evan is not in the chat right now, which is unfortunate. They were here last time. Okay. They say, subtle, it's the little things. So I like this one because, and honestly, I'm just a sucker for edits like this in general, is when they take the color, like the main color, and they warp it. Obviously, we've seen a lot of that with the red. But with this, they specifically did it for the sky and the fog, so the snow is still white. It's not a changed color. They didn't just change the value. I actually don't know what they did, and unfortunately Evan's not here, so they can't actually tell us their process, but it just looks cool. They could do this with any color and I'd be impressed. Uh-oh, who released gas? Thank you, X30 Gamer, or X360. Green, yeah, just green, but good. Ethereal and surreal. It's a good way of putting it. Slipus official. Procrastinating Incorporated. I hate this in the best way possible. Twingo! What's going on? I like how the tree is stretched out. The entire image is stretched out. But yes. Alright, next up we got one by Scooperzot. Mom, I don't want to go back inside. Very fuzzy looking, and they also blacked out the window. And the tree here is glitched a little bit. It's cool. Alright, next up we got one by Fran. Fran's not here unfortunately, but that's okay. Do you remember? And they have some motion blur and warping effects and some eyes just peering into you. 1, 2, 3. Shadow demon. You don't remember, not do you remember. Excuse me. You don't remember? Cool. Thank you, Fran. Appreciate your submissions as always. This one here is made by Mr. White. Heisenberg themselves. Look at that. Look at that. That's so cool. It reminds me of ones that Dark makes, just because there's so much to it. But of course, Dark has such a unique style. In fact, I'm excited to look at Dark's image. Although, I hate to break it to you, it's image 100 Dark. So, not for a while. We're on 41. So, but this is really cool. They did so much. They added a sign, some little red thing here on the mailbox, and a pathway, and they made the windows white, and a little angel, and a starry night, and it even goes here, and a rainbow. Did I already mention that? And the smiley face. It's cool. This is my favorite one so far, Twingo says. Yeah, this is a really good one. This is a really good one. This is probably one of my favorites as well. Amazing. Yes, yes. Hi, Shuki. I hope you have been having a good day. I have lament for the Deus Ex Ma. Thank you for asking, or telling me. To be honest, I'm starting to wonder how they even make these. You know, I wonder the same thing sometimes. I want a tutorial on making these types of images. You know, maybe sometime we can do that, you know. I'll reach out to some of the people who've made some astonishing edits, and maybe we can break down the process or something with them. I think that'd be a fun video, right? Oh, this is Welcome Home as well. Alright, Dark SOS Master, my super duper masterpiece with a lot of changes, like the brightness. There you go. Nice, sweet, and simple edit. They changed the darkness, and I don't... From how it's edited, I don't think they just moved a slider. I think they actually, I got a new Sailor Moon cup. Cat Sailor Moon cup. Cool. Cool, Koki. Cool. Pokey de Blade Snow. Yep, knockoff AirPods. I can't wait until I get caught image editing in high school. Oh, you get taught, not caught. They have that. That's cool. I just learned by messing around, to be honest. That'd be a great idea for a video. Alright, cool. Then I'm gonna put that one on the back burner. But yeah, like I said, they didn't just adjust the slider, it doesn't seem. It looks like they actually put some more effort into it, so thank you for that. Jack Monster 00, you're here, I think. You've been waiting. Said, I made one based on Gemini Home Entertainment. It's a bit rushed, I don't know. There you go. I'm not gonna say it. I don't encourage you to say it. Say it if you want. If you gotta get out of your system, that's fine. But appreciate Jack Monster's efforts. So, thank you for your submission. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's fine. Let's keep it that way, and we can happily move on. Thank you, Jack, once again. Next one here. Submitted by somebody who is hopefully still in the chat. The one and only. I know I keep saying that, but these people are, you know, they're great. I love all y'all. Everyone in the Discord, you recurring submitters. Yeah, even Jack is self-aware. Vinicom. I'm impressed. I really am. You did a good job. You added something to the sky. Okay, just look at that. They edited through the tree to like this extent. And it's like fluid looking. I'm so impressed, Vinicom. Stop. And then the spray paint at the end and the monster. Not alone. You could have just had that giant planet moon eclipse thing in the background and I would have been super impressed. But you have the blood in the snow, the spray paint on the house, the blood up here, the stop sign, the creature. I didn't know you could edit this well. I really didn't. Okay, next we got one by sans.exe 0100000000, and they say run. And this is the image. You got a little red to the image. The bloody sky, per usual, with the most standard way of making an image scary is they make it red, so from that, you have a lightning bolt, it seems, coming down, striking the house. A little gray creature. Can't tell if it's aggressive or passive, but he looks fine. Thank you, sans.exe 100000000 for that submission. Next up, we have one by Psyched. Oh, that's cool. They got a little entrance to the dream core dimension with these doors and windows here. You got a little weirdcore shadow monsters, shadow figures here, and weirdcore eye on the tree. Very common, very big thing with this image, just put eyes on the tree. Bunch of mailboxes in the back behind the other mailboxes. Moon up here, which is looking good with the house. That looks good. And that. The pit void to space. I actually don't know what this is supposed to be. But man, looks good. A lot of different things. A lot of stuff to go off of. Thank you, Psyched, for that. Don't recognize the name, but thank you for submitting. It's cool. Apologies for the brief interruption. I'm back. Next submission up here is by Demoman from Team Fortress 2. Okay, so they did it on their phone. You can tell because the aspect ratio is 16:9 now. And they drew some little figures. So, cool. I appreciate the submission. Pretty cute. Thank you, Demoman. If the real TF2 Demoman did this, I'm even more impressed because, you know, they're drunk all the time, so the fact that they actually drew these people is impressive. Shuki, read everything I say. Sorry, Bitty Kitty. Unfortunately, I cannot. Alright. Next one is by Bay, and it just says, become normal. Getting, similar vibes, I guess, from the one Ayla made, but this one is different because they added a little forest in the background. And they kept the house. This is cool. Oh, you're in the chat. Thanks for making yourself known. Thank you, Bay. I like your image a lot. I like your submission. I like your editing. Very creative. And I like how you just said, become normal. So there you go. What do y'all think of this one? It's cool. Normal pills. This gives me very weirdcore and liminal vibes. Amazing. I want to live there. It does look very tranquil. I can agree with that. That is actually cool. Mm-hmm. All right, moving on. We got one by Marvelous Moi. Okay, so they stretched it out, add a little VHS effect onto it. Not much more I can say, but I do appreciate the submission as always. Little black bars here. It's a nice touch instead of just adding just a pure VHS filter, because then it makes it look like the entire image is applied on like a VHS thing. So cool. Thank you, Marvelous Moi. As I mentioned in the beginning, and I think it's pretty interesting how this happens to be the 50th submission as well. So the image you see here is an edit. The image you see here, why don't I just do this? Is an edit by Super. This is the original image. I just wanted to make that known, or make that clear, because they put effort into editing these things out with this image, and they made it possible for all of us to use, you know, this image. So thank you, Super. There you go. They also edited out this. I wouldn't know. The edit is pretty fluid. So next up we got Antonio 113, Antonio 113, or Antonio 113. And they have a Kids Fun Fest Christmas. Special thanks to Ella Flowers. And let me say, those are some creepy 3D models. I don't know where you got them from, Antonio, but it's Kids Fun Fest Christmas. It reminds me of Rhapsody. You hear how much I'm tripping over my own words. Apologies for that. But it reminds me of Rhapsody Street Kids. If there's anybody here who knows what Rap City Street Kids is, I'm going to be sufficiently impressed. And if you just say me or I do, I'm not going to know. You got to hit me with a reference of some kind or something. It is a lost show. Okay, yeah, I figured it was some type of lost media of some kind because it's just so distorted. I was gonna say, "Don't hug me, I'm scared" as well. That's what it reminds me of as well. It is really similar. Oh, cool. I'm assuming you mean to Rhapsody Street Kids. Yeah, exactly, Dark. All right, next up we got one by Jack Floofy, who was in the chat. I don't know if they're still in the chat. Oh no, you are. Nightmare Fuel. That's what you said. Okay, cool. Ah, cool. Cool. So the glare on the light is cool. I keep saying cool. They added the eye that most people did, but they drew it on there. So it's unique, it's creative. And then there's some shadow figures in the back here. It says, "Second liminal edit I ever made. I hope you like it, Shuki." And I will tell you, I do, Jack. Thank you. Jack here. This edit is my second time. Also, not to mention, the image is really hard to edit in my style. I tried my best. Yeah, so 5 seconds after I made the announcement for this image, I thought to myself, wow, this is actually a pretty difficult image to edit, especially compared to the last one where you have the whole top half sky being completely one color. And so really big shout out to everybody who even attempted to edit this image, because I personally wouldn't even know where to begin. Thank you, Jack, for that. Next up was by Mr. Mob. Oh, man. So they added a little creepy monster, made the image darker, blurrier, and that monster is pretty creepy looking. The jaw is so wide. That's what that to me makes it creepy, is because you can actually see the teeth down here and the teeth up here, and having such a large head like that, it reminds me of King Ramses from Courage, just the head shape, and that just gives me the heebie-jeebies. So thank you, Mr. Mob, for that one. Next up, we got one by Ruler1356, and wow, they didn't even mention it in the Discord. They just submitted the image. But this is made in Minecraft. I don't think we get many Minecraft submissions. I think we got 2 from the Blockbuster one. You are only ranking 100 images. I think there's a bit more than 100. But without even mentioning the fact that they did this, I mean, they got some good attention in the actual server itself. But wow, look at that. I'm always going to be impressed when people recreate things using a different software. But the accuracy is just so on point. They got the mailbox, they got the door, they got the house. Door, I meant window. They got the other house, and the other house. And their trees, and they added this little snow effects. They drew it on there themselves. And they even put the snow in the correct spot. So you can see with this one here, and you can see with this one here. So thank you, Ruler1356. High effort submission there. Next one is by Shives. It says, that weird bittersweet Christmas dream you've had as a child. It says, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry I tapped my mic. It's gonna be so loud. My mic came unplugged. We're back. December 24th, Christmas Eve, 2002. You got Santa in this image. That's awesome. And the moon. The window, you changed the window color. Another one where they edited the sky through the tree. So immediately they spent so much time. So appreciate your editing, Shives. Great submission. X360 Gamer says, I love this one. It is really nice. Hey, Shuki, why is it called ranking? Do you rank them at the end? No, I don't. I should say critiquing, but I feel like ranking just rolls off the tongue better. I made it ranking because the first time I'd done this, I actually did. But that's only because we had 5 submissions. And now we kind of changed it, so rather than having 5 submissions and 5 people participate, I just have everybody do it and they send it back. So we just kept it that way. Another regular Christmas Eve. Yep. All right, next one is by Nashbro03, who's submitted multiple submissions before. No matter how many lights you put up, the sky will always be red, and they will always be there. Very ominous message. No matter how many lights you put up, the sky will always be red. Look at that. Creepy little creature there. That's super liminal for me because I was diagnosed with cancer on 12/25/02. Wow. Prospecting Inc. That's. So how do people's things come up? Excuse me. Basically, a week prior to today, I said, hey everybody, go out and edit this image, resubmit it to me, I will download them all and put it on a live stream. Well, I didn't say that specifically, but that's the gist of it, more or less. Cartoon Cat. It does look like Cartoon Cat, but demonic and earless. I think it's just the body shape and the face and the eyes. Definitely some inspiration, I'm assuming, from Nashbro there. But I'm realizing, and I think Dark mentioned this before, about just changing the hue. When they make the sky red, you can see that the house turned blue. So be on the lookout for that if we see any more. Next one is by Anonymous Asshole. It says, beware the creeps, beware the crows, beware the cat, the thing you know. Also, I think I just got a Steam notification pop up. It's embarrassing. And they have a little cat. I like this one. It's not even like cute per se. It's just like silly. And I like the fact that the light's on in the house. It's good to know that the owners are watching the cat outside. But the positioning for the cat is great because the snow kind of folds over their arm. And I like how the cat's glowing pink. That's just a nice touch. I don't know. This image makes me happy. It's not even like, I'm not saying they didn't put in a lot of effort, but there's not even like that much to it, and I just really like it. Cat. Weirdcore cat. Alright, next one is submitted by Fun Time. And they have a bunch of weirdcore eyes, shadowy figure, and says, welcome back home. We haven't seen you in so long. I'm glad they didn't just use the same eyes multiple times. They used 2 different eyes. But playing to Shuki's heartstrings, I see. No. That's mine? Oh, well, there you go, Weird Milk, aka Fun Time. There's your image. Looks like you increased the exposure, turned down the brightness. I made this on my phone, Funtime Tales says. Oh wait, yeah, wait, Weird Milk. You must be talking about the one before. And then, because Funtime's Tales, they're here. And their name is Funtime in Discord, so I'm gonna assume it's, you know, the same person. Sasuka. Good to have you. Been a while. Fizzy Pizzle as well. Yeah. That was my apologies. You did make this one. Thank you for the submission, Fun Times. Fun Time Tales. Appreciate that. Appreciate the $3 dono as well earlier. So, thank you. Next we have Introverted Extrovert with this submission that says, please come back. I really like the coloring in this image. I also like how they flipped it. Just, you know, add some unique aspect to it rather than just, you know, if they're going to do something, I say simple in just terms of, you know, the image itself. If they're going to do something as simple as putting the filter on and adding the text, it's good that they at least add, you know, they switched up the variety by flipping it. I think that's good. But yeah, it's a very well composed image with the white text and the choice and, you know, the size. What's actually put on there. So yeah, thank you, Introverted Extrovert. Next up we have Javin Durdan. It says, my heart is so tired, my limbs hurt, I want to rest. Very cool. They have a similar thing, just, you know, VHS filter, might have messed with the colors a little bit. I'm glad that the text does not overlay on top of the VHS filter. I'm glad it all is all, you know, washed in the same layer. That's good. There's a face in the corner? Was there a face in the corner? There's a face in the corner! Thank you, XX Mr. Pearl YTXX, for pointing that out. That makes it even creepier. Nice. And yeah, Dark of All Traits, I'm assuming you mean this image is the one you're talking about. It looks like an album cover, and I can agree. Also, the little cursor, nice touch. Next up, we got Trash Mama. Trash Mama always has unique images because they always draw some type of creature of some kind. And let's see if they do not disappoint. They do not disappoint. Look at that. You got little two demony figures looking like. Oh man, that's so cool how the eyes light up. I think it would be perfect if the eyes had an illuminating effect, so then they, you know, it would actually look like it was actually giving off light. Besides that, it's a really cool image. Some type of demon bunny. Spread out to here, and I guess that's like its little feeder antenna type things, you know, like an ant. Mandalorian projector. Hello, Shuki. How are you? I'm good. Thank you for asking. These images give such a traumatic feeling. You want to talk about a traumatic feeling? This image, when I realized there's a face in it, and someone pointed it out. Mr. Pearl YT. Well, spoiler alert. So this next one is made by Master214. Pretty cool. There's a lot more to it than you'd expect. First of all, the coloring on it, beautiful. I love the green dinginess to it. They added a bunch of little cracks or something here that just goes into the house and comes out, and it's even here. And then you have these two ominous monsters, pillars, whatever you want to think they are, in the background. I like this because it reminds me of when I'm ever at the beach. If you look off into the ocean, they have these tall towers that you really can't see, but you can see the red blinking lights at the top. Maybe it's just from ships or something, I don't know. But I don't know, it's reminiscent. Cool, I like this one a lot. This actually might be one of my favorites as well. Something about it has a very extraterrestrial feel to it. So, thank you, Master214. Next we have one here by Maple. With the MS Paint core. It says, you ruined it, fix it now. I like that, it's cool. Untitled. Man, it's old MS Paint. Oh, I loved this. I remember this. That's cool. Little cursor, and then fail. Cool. Thank you, Maple. This took like an hour to do. HNGJDKKDK. I love this image. That's what Funtime Tales says. Spoopy mom toy. Did you show mine? I did not. I'm saving the videos for the end. Ooh, old internet. Old Microsoft. Knockoff AirPods. Old Microsoft. Liminal Railfan. December 31st, 2021. 11:59 a.m. Bean had come out of the surface Earth at Toronto, Ontario, Canada. We see Chuck E. Cheese wearing his derby hat from the Pizza Time theater days, and Mr. Munch looking at the beam. So this is made by Liminal Railfan. Little drawings done there. I can appreciate that. The two guys and some stuff falling off the cliff here and all coming down. Some cracks in the window. Thank you, Liminal Railfan. I remember your edits from the last submission. You submitted quite a bit. You submitted 2. So next we got one here by Ethereal Dreams, looking similar to the one that Maple submitted, but different. Because this one I'd say. Well, no, it's still old Microsoft. There's no actual internet included here because it says help topics. But, yeah. Different than what they did, but they're both unique, and that's cool. What did you do to me? I like the little glitch matrix thing going up here, and the heart earth, and the old internet. Okay, yeah, this one's definitely more webcore. This one's webcore, I can say that. Even though it doesn't have, like, the internet barrier or border, they have, you know, that, all this stuff. I like this. And that's some weirdcore stuff. 2000s technology. Hey Shuki, remember me? Thrash 4096. Well, with a name like that, how could I not? I like all the blue. Yeah, it's composed very well, with all of it being similar colors. You know, the blue Microsoft, the blue Earth, the blue text. Click to apologize, click to be saved, click to forgive, click to forget, click to be pure. The blue phone, the blue eyes, the blue butterfly. Oh, and I do like how this is rotated and has a drop shadow. That's cool. Oh, blue text as well. You like the hues in this image? Yeah. And the warp effect. That's cool. Okay, this next one's by Catzy. It says, please stop. So it looks like what they did was turned up the exposure, cranked it to max, added some text. Appreciate the submission, Catzy. Thank you. This next one is by Sweep Heart. Go away. You've ruined enough. Oh man, that's like when someone has red in their eyes, they're just so angry and things get fuzzy. Go away, you've ruined enough. Thank you, Sweetheart, for that one. This next one is by Mr. Savior. It's getting late. I should go home. So it looks like they Zolgified the text here and add a little shadow demon at the top. Thank you, Mr. Savior. You've submitted 3, I think, at this point. I remember the one with the station you did, because you had some cool text in that as well. This one is by Teal the Anarcho-Communist. Welcome to Alto YouTube. I got bored, so ... Bruh, we in the void again. Sorry, mate. Mod, can you help us? Is that like a Gmod reference when you get stuck in something and you have to call for the mods? But yeah, we're in the void again. Not much more you can say, right? One thing, I know you, because, you know, you just have the void. You could probably be a little better with the line work here. Just take a line tool and just straighten it out, because this looks a bit choppy. Look with the effect would look better. Mr. Scheme, that's you. Good to have you. Mint Tea. I hope you guys remember this game from the Windows XP pack. This was made by Minty. And I mean, it's cool to see. I like that they chose the winter map for the winter image. That's obviously, you know, effort put in but it does just kind of look like an overlay was slapped on. Obviously there's more to it because, you know, you changed the colors around, you added blur to it, you added blur to the specific spots, and, you know, like I said before, you did choose the winter map from the Windows XP game pack for whatever the game this is. Tetris, it seems. So I can appreciate that. So thank you, Mint T. Next is by JYPG. Oh, it reminds me of that one image of the rake with this guy staring at me. It kind of looks like a quadruped. Cool. Made the image a lot darker. Added a bunch of noise. Just creepy in general. Like I said, it looks like the rake, and that was cool. So, yeah, I did like it. I Savior. Just put this one over here. So cool. Thank you, JYPG for this image. The noise adds a lot. Makes it a lot creepier. Alright, next one's by Kemper the OG. And they made this. So, just a VHS filter on it with a little TV filter as well. Camera 1 play, October 7th, 1987. Thank you, Kemper. Askar. Whoa. It's like they took it and made it 3D, but you can't really show off three-dimensional models in a 2D image. Very uncomfortable feeling. Very cool. You got the little arm here poking out, and obviously you can see the actual depth in the tree. I don't know how you did it. Ludo explained how they did it one time with the suburb submission. Let's threw it in Blender and started messing around. So I'm assuming that's what you did as well, but looks cool. Very, very creepy looking. Especially with this thing here. Alright, next one is by Trey. He said, is that a UFO? Change the sky and the colors. So that's really pretty. Second thing, is that a UFO? I'm more concerned about the shadow demons lurking at me from behind the tree in the house. The UFO can wait. My survivability is more important. Super Liminal 64. With this? Yeah. Yeah. Looks like a N64 graphics. I think the photo was a snowfield in the dark with the glowing tower thing in the middle. Huh? I don't know which one you're referring to, Outrageous Holiday. But yeah, thank you, Trey. You said not great, but I like it. Next one is by Gigapoop. There you go. I added noise, a TV, shadow, and a shadowy figure man, and giant monster arm. Pretty cool. I like the TV a lot. I like the TV, have the TV as static on it. Static on static. Hey Shuki, remember me? My comment? Sage T. I feel like I do. That's not a UFO, that's just a frisbee. Ah, I can believe it. Okay, next we got one here by Funtime again. Alright, Funtime. You caught me off guard. Usually we only do one submissions. I guess it slipped through. But hey, I'll still comment on it. Christmas core, right? Isn't that something that some people like? The Christmas core? Pretty cool. Good editing. This is a bit jarring, I won't lie. I'll be harsh. I'm gonna be harsher with you. Because you submitted 2. That's the price you pay. The lights are probably the best part of the image because they're grid warped on. Moving on, we got Katse, or cat emoji. It says, don't worry, they just want to play. There you go. You gotta appreciate the effort. The fact that they drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Roughly 20 of these little creatures. And you know what? They might be shadow demons, but I'm not worried. They just want to play. They're looking at me like they do, so I believe it. Thank you, Catsy or cat emoji. Next one we got here is by DCA. Sorry if I'm late. I did this with my burnt finger and it took me like 10 minutes. You know what? You did it with a burnt finger, so, you know, there's that. Any artists out there ever have burnt fingers when they're trying to make art? Is that a struggle? I feel like that'd be really obnoxious. Cats, so many cats, yeah. But yeah, thank you, DCA. Apologies you had to make this with a burnt finger. Here we go. Next one is by Vanza. Vanza, I don't precisely remember the image they made last time, but it stood out enough for me to recognize their name, and obviously with this image, it's just so good. It looks flooded here. Okay, I don't even know where to begin. It looks like a film photo. There's little film effects here, little film rips and tears. It has a date timestamp of the day it was actually submitted, which is cool. 8/8/21 is a pretty cool date. The colors are beautiful. The sky is beautiful. The ground, the snow, the flood is beautiful looking. You can even see it go above the trees and above the houses and above the window. There's a hand coming out here. And then you got these little creepy ghosts hanging from the tree. Vanza, please never stop submitting images. They're always so cool. That's you. Are you Zhao? He's saying that's mine. Unless, you know, it's one behind again. You also have little messages. Peace, teru, bozu. So, thank you. I always use Photoshop Pocket Edition. This is what Death Muffin said, and Death Muffin is this submission. Okay, so they made this with Photoshop Pocket Edition. I don't know what that entails, but another video game one. Pretty cool. Little character insert, and it says, lie, 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 lie. She looks lost. Will you approach her? Yes. No. She looks lost. Chat, would you approach her? She looks lost. There's a lot of things that say lie, though. I'm getting some red flags by the big lie texts. That's all I'm going to say. I think the best one was, do you long for warmth? Oh, that one from a while ago? Pull it up really quickly. This is a nice one. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Sprite. Finally. I don't even know if Sprite's here. Oh, everyone's saying no for this. So I don't even know if Sprite's still here. But, we finally made it. Oh, wow. The colors, once again. Changing it up. Making it look good. And then, oh, I just realized or saw something in this image. Yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to be. I really don't. Kind of looks like Dracula from the Hotel Transylvania movies. I've never seen any of them, but Moon used to meme about it. Also, there's a giant hand in the sky with the lightning. Thank you, Sprite, for the submission. I really don't know what to think about it. The colors are beautiful, the hand is creepy, the lightning is cool. But then you got this guy over here staring at me. It's creepy, though. I won't lie. Alright, next up we got Frizzled Cat. Oh. Frizzled is accurate. I like how they have a face on the tree. That's unique. Usually it's just one eye, but they actually have two eyes and a mouth. And then whatever demonic thing is going on here with the fuzz, and you got someone watching me from across the street. They said, haha, Jonathan, you're lost in my world. For that image. This one is very nice. Yeah, the colors on it are nice. I like the purpleness. I really don't know what this is. It's stressing me out a little bit. It looks like a plant monster almost. And this is really creepy. We used to have a tree in my neighborhood that had a really creepy face on it, so it's home, I guess. Metaphorically and physically. Alright, next one is by MJ. It says, is this my real family? No, MJ. It's the shadow people. And you need to leave. Now. Pretty cool. VHS Effect, PM, May 18th, 1995. I don't know, for all the people who made VHS submissions, is there a reason you pick the dates you do? Because we saw one from 1987, and this one's 1995. October 7th, 1987, now May 18th, 1995. Who knows? Oh, and wasn't there one for December 24th, 2002? Alright, next one is by Loon. They did one in Roblox. Loon did another Roblox submission for the last one. And like I said, I'm always going to be impressed. I know I said that, I'm going to keep saying it. I'm always going to be impressed. I'll make sure to put this game in the description when we're done. But thank you, Loon. Thank you for taking your time, going through the effort, and just making an entire Roblox game just for the submission. We here appreciate you. Next up we have Lava Entity, and their message is The Walkers. Oh, wow. That's creepy. This one right here, this one is... Oof. Oh, the music's perfect, just listen. That's really cool. It reminds me a lot of the Striders from Half-Life 2. Thank you, Lava Entity. Very creative and very cool. Next one is by Beauty. They said, it's all I can really do on a phone. So they added some noise, changed the colors, and added a interesting circle here. Not much I can really go off of, but Beauty makes a lot of character art in the Discord and the artwork channel, so shout out to them for their cool art. They also made some nice fan art, so cool. Next one is by, let me see, could be, okay, so this one is by Telur Dadar, and their picture is Father Gregory on Discord, so that's interesting. Got some text, I don't know what it says, hopefully it's nothing bad. Shadow Demon, VHS effect with noise, and some timestamp here showing 32 seconds. And also the image is square, but it doesn't look any more compressed, surprisingly, so I wonder how that was done. Thank you for that. This next one is by Darth Cheese, a name I recognize, so you must have done other submissions in the past. The End, November 17th, 2015, excuse me. So, mark your calendars. We'll come back to this image in 29 years on this day. Thank you, Darth Cheese, for that. Next, we got one by Coops McGee. Okay. Another terrifying one. I like the birds. The birds are a nice touch. I'm assuming that's what they are. But they make it, it's like, because they're crows, you know, you get the murder of crows, and it makes it a lot more ominous. That monster also is hellish. The arms being super low makes it comfortable. The fact that it looks to have two sets of eyes. Fizzy Pizzle, excuse me. Fizzy Pizzle with the donation. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Did I skip yours? I don't think so. What's your name in Discord? Because I don't see it coming up. Unless you submitted the video, because I did save the videos for the ends, or I wanted to save the videos for the end. So thank you for that one. Coops McGee. Very scary. I like the creature you drew. I'm assuming you made it. Alright, next up we got the Smitch. Smitch made a very cool submission last time. I think it was the jungle one. This one. I could be wrong. But they made this one. So, this is one where you might assume it's low effort, when in reality, it's not. Now, I don't know exactly where they got the VHS image from. Maybe they made it themselves. Either way, they found it, they curated it, they took it, and they applied the other image. And with that other image, they changed the coloring, added the warp effect, and added the VHS effect, and made it look fluid with the TV, and made the colors match with the physical background itself. And the effect looks good. So, thank you to Smitch once again for a wonderful edit that is very reminiscent. Next up we have Oomba. They said, decided to remake this edit, deleted the original message. Who broke the sky? And yep, looks like somebody ripped a little tear in space there. Reminds me of that one Futurama movie. But cool. So, speak up. I'm not going to move on to the next image until we figure out who broke the sky. We're just going to sit here in silence until someone comes forward. I'm waiting. Chicken Little vibes. The kitten boy broke it. It's okay. Thank you for coming forward on it. Thank you for being honest and open. We can move on now. I appreciate that. Don't do it again, though. Next up, we have one by Skyfire. Sage T! The donation! Thank you. Thank you, Sage T. A lot of donations today. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you all so much. Anyways, next one is by Skyfire. Ooh, look at that. Sage T, what do you think of this one? I got it now. A little Christmas core. A little stop sign, and they had a little road in the middle. That's cool. Unique. I don't think we've seen one of them like that. Mr. White did one with a path, but not a road. 404 Liminal not found. Everybody gangster until a gamma ray bursts hits the earth. What? That's so dark. I went for like a Christmas storybook vibe. I also should have made the Christmas tree in the window bigger. You know what? No, it's fine. It's to scale. It should be that small. You did a really good job, Skyfire. I love the little twinkle in the star. Yeah, that's cool. Christmas core, for some reason. People like that. Alright, next one we got one by Ux or UXH. Says something familiar. Yeah, pretty standard edit. Added noise, added text, changed the color up a little bit. Still, I appreciate the composition and I appreciate the submission. So thank you, UHX. Next up, we got one by GlueDDB, who has submitted stuff in the past, I believe. If not, they've at least been in the Discord for a long enough time for me to recognize their name. But here we have DDB. So, another one that just popped out to me when I was eyeballing the submissions, because, you know, obviously I see them here. I'm not going to not see it. I picked this one and this one for the thumbnail, just because they stood out to me the most. But taking a closer look at it, there's a lot to it. Oops, try again. Yes, and help. So another video game one. There's no option for no. It's only yes and help. So you can't not try again. And the purple sky, which they mess with the sky, they mess with the tree. That means they spend a long time doing it. And that's all you need to know, right? Game over, man. Game over. He's doing the plank there. Also, the shadow is. I don't know how they did this. I don't know if that's them. I don't know if they lied down and inserted themselves. But I mean, it looks pretty real. So. Moving on, we got knockoff AirPods. Knockoff AirPods, who was in the chat. I don't know if they still are. Also, Sage T, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the donation. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Anyway, knockoff AirPods. Rip warp effect with hue change. Like I mentioned before, you can tell that they just changed the hue because the house itself is blue. But the glitchiness, it's not too absurd. It works. It works. Next up, we got one by Ramo. And yes, it's pronounced like that because they have a bunch of R's in their name. Ramo. Enter the hole. Yes, no. Alright, I'm gonna ask again, chat. Enter the hole, yes or no? We said no to the girl before, but I don't know, this looks a bit more safe if you ask me. What are we thinking? Yes, no. Also, I like the font. I don't know how they did it. I don't know what they used, but it looks familiar. It reminds me of that one video where it's like, change the world, my final message, or whatever. The hole effect also looks pretty good. Actually, the nicest touch about the hole effect is the fact that it's not a full circular hole. It's actually the snow mound here. That's a very, very nice touch. It looks like a lot of people are saying yes to go into the hole. Oh, and I should mention the blackboard over. So, we are going to jump into the hole. And through the hole, we see Handsome List King's submission, which is the house with the tree. I don't know how they made this. I don't know if they use Source. I don't know if they use Blender. I don't know if they use some other application software. But I'm very impressed. It's not exactly the image, but we all know that's what the image is. It has a night with the snow and there's a tree in the house. So, there you go. Thank you, Handsome List King. I don't know how long this took you. Hopefully it didn't take you too long. I hope you didn't have to model that house all out yourself. Either way. Again, just anybody who... We can see your stream notification, by the way. Stream notification. What's that now? Actual Super Liminal 64? Yeah, there you go, Thrash. Most likely Blender. Okay. Hey, I mean, Blender is hard. I tried it. I couldn't figure it out, so even more kudos, right? Okay. Next up, we got one here by Freaky Fruit. Freaky Fruit has done submissions in the past. I know that for sure, I think. Or at least I recognize the name. Must have done something. And they have... Back put on computer, LOL. You're confusing me, Grims. Anyway, Freaky Fruit submission. You're on your way to CP Snow. It should or it shouldn't be. I guess it should be. It should be obvious. Oh, the Steam notification. Yeah, whatever. Who cares? It's unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? They can get mini shoutouts. I'll just log out of Steam next time. Oh yeah, what was I saying? I love TF2. So, Bacon Cartoonist, thank you for the subscription. I don't know. I'm a sucker for TF2 edits. I mean, Demo Man, he drew little shadowy figures, but this is cool. They got the HUD, the C point, ammo box, the spy over there, the cow, and the soldier's bucket, of course, from the Plants vs. Zombies promotional item. I know a lot about TF2 for some reason. just like my entire personality, 7th grade. So, thank you, Freaky Fruit. I appreciate it. Love that. Next up is by Kitty Pult. Date doesn't mean anything, just a basic picarts edit. Don't be a fool not to love you. Or I'd be a fool not to love you. December 27th, 1987. Apparently the date doesn't mean anything, which is good, because if you remember earlier, I was mentioning the fact that I didn't actually understand why they put a lot of dates. But yeah. Pretty cool. It reminds me of Life is Strange or The Forest, because I know in The Forest you can like pick up the Polaroid photos. Don't know why it reminds me of video games, but oh well. Great edit, Kitty Pult. Very unique. I don't think we've seen anything similar to this, at least in these submissions. So cool. Next up, we got one by Greenlandia. I think this is like the same silhouette used by Lola Kura in their Lovecore submission from the Suburbia edit stream. That's a lot of words that only like 3 people in the stream max might understand. But I'm glad I said it. But yeah, Lovecore edit. I don't know if this is actually, no, it's not, because they have their own Discord account. But yeah, Lovecore. All right, without further ado, they've been waiting an hour and 47 minutes roughly. The patience, the resilience, it was worth it, because up next we have the one and only Dark of All Trades submission. Per usual, I don't know what I'm looking at. And that's what I love about Dark of All Trades submissions. They're always so wild, so wacky, so whimsical, if you will. Binkus, my beloved. But there you go. I'm looking at a dodo bird and a rooster and some other type of bird and an owl. And the sky is opening. And you've got like the map. Is that like a map? You know when like they have a map to the globe? And then you have a little thing going on here, and fear the foul. Fog and snow helps everything grow. Fear the foul. SCP-3004? I don't know. Maybe. The dodo. Bird up. Bird up. Fear the foul. Dark, I like this. I really like how stylized it is. I like how you ran with the blue and you made everything kind of blue, and it looks great with the image. I always like seeing your images dark. This is, I don't want to say different from the ones you've done previously, but like I said, it's more stylized, which is good. I like seeing the variety. Okay. And I think I do in fact believe that we've got, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4 more. So I'm gonna just ones I didn't download before the stream. All right, so last 4. This one is by Column 21, December 6, 2016. So VHS filter, no, not VHS filter, VHS overlay with the text, or VHS text, and noise, and Shadow Demon. I know I keep saying I appreciate the effort, but I do. Any editing is still editing. So, thank you, Column 21. I wonder if December 6th is significant to them, specifically 2016. Next we got Pablo Discord Mod, and they made this. Now, if they just didn't have the red text, this would be such a great album cover. And I know that's like half the reason that is just because it's a 1:1 aspect ratio, and that's what, you know, album covers are. But I mean, just look at the colors and the composition of this photo. So, but I understand for the edit itself, they probably wanted to add more than just changing the colors and changing the aspect ratio, so they have the text. But my point still stands, right? Then we got one by the Kitten Boy. Kitten Boy's been in here for a while. So, you know, there you go. Kitten Boy going with their, I don't want to say style, but every single time the Kitten Boy submits an image, something I've noticed is they will always flip it. And you know what? Even if I really can't tell what you've done in the image here, you're on brand, and I can at least point that out, right? So yeah, thank you, the Kitten Boy. Last but not least, I wouldn't normally allow this, but on their account, on the account of their submission being so good, I had to include it. So here is none other than Goth Goose. I was gonna say Gooth Goss. Onomatopoeia or whatever. Not onomatopoeia. Alliteration. Gooth Goss. Goth Goose. Excuse me, I did it again. Goth Goose casually, halfway through the stream, drops this. It's just beautiful. It's just simply beautiful. The coloring, the fogginess in the sky, the fogginess of the moon, and then you have like, oh, the anomaly. I couldn't not. For all the effort they put in, I couldn't not. If it was like a VHS overlay, I probably would have left it out. But just look at that. For all I know, they could have been working on this for days and they had forgotten or not known that there was a submission. They saw the stream notification and said, let me put it in. Or they made this within an hour. You know, either way, I really wanted to include it. So thank you, Goth Goose, for your wonderful submission. And now we can move on. Ah, man. A couple issues being the fact that I don't know whether or not the audio I'm going to play is copyrighted or not, or copyrighted, right? Yeah. So here is hoping it's not. Can I open this up? Oh yeah, okay, cool. So this first video, oh, move that out of there. Oh no, it's okay, I don't think I had anything strange. Just some music and Beat Saber mod. Trying to open this up here. Alright, so this was made by Arlo J. Oh wait, let me pause this. Is that really all it is? Is they just added the music? Man. The image is cool. I will say, it's easier if you don't add your own music, because if you're doing a video, that's fine. But if it's just an image where you add your own music, I would say don't, just because there's the whole copyright thing, and also it's, you know, it's not that I'm hiding anything, Grims. It's just more or less if I have secret projects in the work, and there might be a file on there that might give something away. Like, for example, I have some type of music thing. Not like music I've made, but music from videos that I've used that I'm thinking of just kind of compiling it. I shouldn't be talking about it. Anyway, it's stuff like that, you know. I'm worried that, oh yeah, welcome, Introverted Extrovert. We saw your submission earlier. Yeah, I did like it as well. And I assume everybody else did. I went off on multiple tangents. I'm just going to move on and go to the next submission. So this one was submitted by Golden Timber. I don't think they're in the chat still, but they were asking, have you played mine yet? I have not seen this before. Hopefully there's no copyrighted music. Let me talk about Arlo J's image, though, because I should probably do that before we move on. They added some type of slug thing, it looks like, or something sliding across the ground, and then some footsteps. And they changed the color up to make it blue, and the blue does look very pleasant. So, good image, Arlo J. Next time, please just stick to submitting an image if it's not going to be an actual video. But thank you. All right, so little bit of the same thing. So I'm not going to repeat myself, but I'll critique the image. They got the Joe Tipple face in the window, which is just silly to me. And then the void, or the desolate wasteland of snow, which is very ominous and eerie. So Golden Timber, I'm impressed. I really am. This is pretty cool. It's strange how this is kind of melting here, but I think it adds to it, to be completely honest. Yeah, and I will say the audio, the creepy audio is pretty cool. All right. So you're saying you've distorted the audio, Fizzy, in this? I think it should be fine. But let's go ahead and play it.
Cold freezing night.
Wow, that was some impressive editing. I'm like actually taken back. I'm actually impressed. That was a lot for just taking an image. Let's go again.
It's not fear, I tell you. It's not fear. I want to blow your brains out with.
Oh man, that's some serious talent. That is some serious talent. As somebody who edits videos and things like that, that takes some serious skill. There's just so much. You have the shaking image and the shaking text, and it syncs up to the music perfectly. It has a story.
Why do you always get away with things? It's not fear, I tell you. It's not fear. I want to blow your
Then it gets loud
brains
right
out
here.
with.
The hand and the blood dripping and the way it ends. Wow. Big shout out. Big shout out to Fizzy Pizzle. Immaculate. Immaculate editing. Okay. Last. Actually, no, that was it. Okay, cool. Way to end it on a high note, in my opinion. You all seem to like it as well. So, thank you, Fizzy Pizzle, for letting us end out so strong. We'll watch it one more time.
Cold freezing night. Holy cow!
Cool. Hey, Evan. So sorry that you just joined because we're actually just wrapping it up here. Want to give big, warm thank you to everybody. Specifically warm because this image is cold. So if you're cold from it, hopefully I've warmed you up a little bit. Thank you, thank you, thank you all so much. Thank you, Ludo, for supplying the music. Thank you, everyone, for supplying the images. I love seeing it. I love critiquing it. I love talking about it. I love doing this. It makes me happy. Thank you for the donations as well, from everybody. You know, just gotta get the thank yous out of there. I think we'll take a break from doing image submissions, and whenever I stream next, we'll do image requests because we haven't done that in a long time. But yeah, I have a new video idea of you know, messaging you all and reaching out and doing all that stuff. So thank you all once again. Stop at the thank yous, and I'll see you all in the next one. As always, thank you for watching.